Hello everybody and welcome back for episode 2 of our Cavern Kings Beta LP. So it looks like for our first run today we've got a shovel right off the bat, so that's some good news. Unfortunately, probably the first run of each of these episodes is going to not have me getting the gems that start out there, because I always say something dumb and then have to start recording again, and that's always enough time to make them despawn. I guess in that case, like, what's the harm in letting those gems just remain there indefinitely, right? You're not really doing anything bad by doing that. I mean, you're hopefully going to get them. Like, you're just punishing people that are just being lazy. And I guess that's also fine, because why wouldn't you want to start a run at the same time, right? Unless you're me. Okay, so we've got a pretty good pairing of items here. I think this is a couple of things that I could use pretty successfully. Shovel plus saw blade launcher. Let's head on down to the next floor already, because this is looking a little scary. Okay, what do we have on this floor? Not a whole lot of anything, actually. Just a TNT block, which I'm going to activate. And get out of the way, get out of the way! Oh my god, alright, that actually did way less damage than I figured it would. The TNT blocks, in my experience, seem to go kind of nuts right off the bat, and kind of bounce around and explode everything in a pretty fantastic way. But luckily, that didn't get me. Okay, so we've got enough money for this chest, so I'm going to open that right away. Looks like we've got a flying bracer. So I've got a triple jump now. And we've got a pile of money. Also great. Money's great. So we've got enough for another chest already. And I don't even have to think about collecting a ton for a while. So let's just head on right down. No reason to dwell here. And I've got a chest and a crate. Let's get to this crate up in the top right before I get boxed out or have a difficult time getting over to it for some reason. Oh, okay. I don't know what just happened. I did a lot of things at the same time. I'm presuming I picked up a bunch of money. I did. Looks like over 500, and I just walked into a bunch of spikes for no reason again. And what's in here? Ah, this is a new item I haven't seen yet. On this particular grouping, anyway. Bolsters melee attack speed. This would be really handy for the fist when we've got that. But also pretty handy here, too. Shovel, not immune to needing to speed up a little bit. And I am, all of a sudden, almost dead. I am really not using my projectile attack very well. Let's hope that there's enough here that I can sustain myself through crates and such. And what do I have? Level up, got a bunch of money, and there's a chest over here as well as a couple of spikes. Let's get these guys out. And another flying bracer. My goodness, sometimes this game just seems to always give me the same whatever it is that it wants to give me. Let's go down again, and we've got enough for yet another chest. Make sure that we are clear. Oh god, alright, so we've got the Sullied Curapan periodically throws knives. Oh god, there's health over there. I gotta get... Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I didn't die! So every now and then it's going to toss a knife into the air, just sort of like a passive projectile damage, and it follows like an arc away from your character, and that's, yeah, that's dead. Fair enough. I got a little overwhelmed a little quickly there. Not a great set of power-ups again that time, but we'll see if we can sort that out this time, maybe. Starting out with the fist. I always want to call it the pneumatic fist, but it's kinetic fist. Starting out with the fist, not my favorite thing. And now we've got harpoon rifle. Great weapon, but very pinpoint accurate, and if you aren't really on your game, or you don't line up a bunch of enemies at the same time, you're going to have a little bit of trouble, probably, keeping it together with that one. But when you do line them up, it feels really nice. Those harpoons look fantastic, by the way. They even have a freaking end that sticks through the level, and even you can see the angle that they hit into things, which is pretty satisfying, too. Doesn't look like they stop being persistent in the level, too, which is kind of fantastic. Usually these sorts of things get very quickly eaten up by resources and then sort of like phased out of RAM. But in this case, looks pretty nice. Alright, so we've got a chest on the left and TNT on the right. That's bad news because I don't have money for that, so we're just going to skip this floor. We've got another chest and another Oh, there's a crate. It's just buried up in the ceiling and I almost didn't even notice it. Crap, get this guy down. If you shoot these guys straight on through the head and like down from there, you can actually pretty much take them out in like one hit. There, we're gonna use the fist to punch through all of this garbage. I'm really not using this nearly as effective as I should be. Oh god, that's probably real bad. Alright, well the health is still hanging in the air, so try and make the best of it if I can. And let's grab as much of this as I can possibly grab. Grab this chest as well. That's going to give our bullets weight. Again, not sure if that's super helpful with this weapon either. I'm thinking probably the nail gun would be the most useful to have weight on, just because it would give it sort of like a reasonable arc. Alright, I'm kind of liking this, though. I mean, I really love railguns in general, and that's all this is. Just smashing through all the enemies. Let's try and get up here. I don't even have enough for this chest yet. Crap. And the enemies here are not strong enough for me to be able to get enough to open that, I don't think. You're very heavily reliant on crates in the first area, aren't you? If you don't get a couple of crate spawns, like on the first few floors, you're kind of just doomed. Or at least your run is going to be paced at a very strange way. Alright, so that looks like we've got lockboxes now, so we're in fertile territory. Let's see what we can get out of this one, if we can get the time to open it without getting completely overrun here. Jeez, there's a lot of enemies, and I don't want to use my fist anymore. I'm going to break through the floor. What did I get? Just a whole bunch of money? Ah, that's enough, though. And I got the bolster's melee attack speed again. Alright, cool. Just punch through a lot of these dudes. Oh, geez, I punched in the rock guy. Just punched me right back. So apparently he's not super susceptible to that whole scenario. And again with the fist. Alright, well, we'll make do. Kind of really wish that after a point you could just kind of unlock certain weapons that you're more comfortable with. I got a TNT sling, probably safe to use. That's sarcasm, isn't it? So this functions sort of like an explosive shotgun, only you can kill yourself with it, which worries me a whole bunch. It does a lot of damage, but also is very detrimental to my health. And pairing this with the pneumatic or kinetic fist is not probably good for me. Probably not going to be a very long run. I'm thinking let's try and like knock these chests off the bottom of the screen and see if that gets me anything. Because this run is kind of dead anyway. Nope. Alright. I was kind of hoping maybe you could drag them down a floor, like in case you could get more money on the next floor, you could come back and like use it later, if that makes sense. Alright, blow up, please. Okay, there we go. And now I have enough to open one. I can't imagine that would be impossible to set up either. Like, if you just knock a chest down below the floor, it'll just spawn another extra one on the next floor. Even if it doesn't fall to the ground or anything, it could just be somewhere on the level. You know, if you could then sort of roll forward whatever strategy you're using. Oh, geez, there's a lot of boxes on this one. It would basically enable you... Oh, geez, that was really bad. It would enable you to just be able to keep whatever fortune you have rolling forward. Oh my god, I'm the worst. I meant to jump on the second go, and I just freaking landed right in the TNT, and look what we've got, it's the fist again. Since there's so many parallels to Super Crate Box, I was kind of hoping maybe there would be a katana blade of some kind, because I would find that very satisfying. It looks like we've got the harpoon gun this time. Just the way that this character moves, I think like a katana would be really neat. But I don't know if maybe that isn't already something that's in the works. Maybe it is. And I've got almost enough here to get into that chest, but let's get the rest of the money that's still coming to us up here and refill our health as well. Watching out for those spikes, of course. Alright, we've got the passive knife damage. That's good news. Unfortunately, when it's at its first stage, like when you only have one of these stacked, it does not proc very often, so I'm going to hope to maybe find a couple more of those, and then we can actually get some serious damage accruing. There we go. Knock that right out of the wall. Or out of the ceiling, rather. And we're just going to shoot that to death with harpoons, because I don't want to get involved with accidentally fisting it down into the ground and potentially losing it. Alright, up we go. Let's get in here. What do we have? Oh, we got another knife, so I guess that's what our run is going to be about on this one. Watching out, of course, for more spikes. Let's see if we can just shoot everybody at the same time. There we go. There we go again. And look, we're throwing knives like mad. Every shot it looks like I'm throwing one now, which is fantastic. It's funny, when there's only one, it seems like you very rarely have them proc, but when you get two, it's like they're all over the place. I don't know if there's some sort of strange system for like exponential growth for that particular item or what, but you know, I have no idea how any of the balancing works at this point. We'll leave that for BizSnap and B-Rex to figure out, I suppose. I'm sure they'll probably be interested in this game. Alright, shoot some worms, get some money, get in some chests, you know the plan. Probably not going to have enough time to be able to pull much out on this next floor here. Well, maybe... No, alright, the saws are already here. I guess let's just punch our way through the floor. And I've got 460, and there is a crate up in the top right. Let's get up there. Punch it down, please. Oh, wow, I freaking speared it. And maybe one of the knives actually took care of some of that. And I also want to grab this health, of course. What do I have now for money? 874. Let's see if we can get over here. There we go. Open sesame. Alright, bolsters attack speed for melee. That's pretty handy. This is a weapon where I'd want to bolster that. And there we go. That is really nice looking. Let's just see if we can gain more health than we lose for a little while, and maybe we'll be in a good position for a minute. Alright, let's punch through the floor. Oh god, there's a lot of saws going on. Okay. What do we have? We've got a crate on the right, chest on the left. I could actually have gone straight for the chest, but I chose not to. That is a lot of money. Fantastic, because we're going to need it. There is a point where the chests start to get more expensive, but I'm not sure I'm quite there yet. Still at 500. We'll also get more useful power-ups, I think, in my experience, when we get into the next tier chests. We also are probably nearing where we're going to run into lockboxes, which I'm very much looking forward to. And we have enough to actually clear up another chest, too. But there isn't another one for me on this floor, so I guess we will just kind of head out then. You guys are not dropping a ton of money. Alright, let's open... Okay, we've got a skull. Boosts accuracy. That's really handy for this weapon in particular, since this is a very accuracy-based weapon anyway. Might as well have it be as accurate as possible, right? And let's open up the lockbox. I don't actually know what was in that. I think it was a bunch of money. And more melee attack speed bonus. Fantastic. I could always use it with this weapon. And what's in this one? Bust it open. Oh my god, so much money. Oh, I love when we get that much money. And don't linger on the rock man. He's not too happy about it. Oh, there's a crate on the right. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get the crate. Oh god, the dynamite. Oh no. Oh, that really hurt. I was having a good run there, and the freaking dynamite got out of control. I couldn't manage it. Look, it's the fist again. This is starting to get old, guys. How about after the third or fourth time that you get the same weapon, something takes over and says, nope, no more of that. Alright, so this floor is over. That was good fun. TNT block again. Looks like I'm not going to be getting much out of this floor either. No, really anything. Let's just fall. Alright, couple of crates here. We could use this. Let's bust those suckers open. And we've got to add some weight to my bullets. Okay, cool. This is the weapon combination that I kind of wanted to see that go with. And we've actually got enough to open up a chest now, so let's do that. Just going to make my way over, hopefully not losing too much of this money. So, of course, it is very valuable. And we've got a Phoenix Pinion, which is going to leave some fire behind us and take care of some passive damage. That particular one feels slightly OP to me, and I kind of love when I have it. Maybe it'll get nerfed at some point, but for now, let's languish in the OP-ness of it all, if you pardon the expression. Okay, so let's open this next chest. We've got a heart, so that's going to be constantly regenning HP. I love that. I would kind of love it if every run would have constantly regen HP, but, you know, can't have everything. And I think we're about done with this floor already, so let's leave. And I got a level as I was falling down. We've got a lockbox over on the left, and it looks like a chest that I don't have enough money for, so hopefully this lockbox is going to take care of that conundrum for us. Let's not get too saw-bladed to death if we can... Oh, geez. We've got a crash. Alright, we're back. It looks like, unfortunately, this being in beta means we're going to get crashes from time to time, but the game has been kind enough to hook me up with the kinetic fist again, so it's like nothing even happened, right? So we've got another fist and harpoon rifle combination. I've noticed these crashes always seem to happen with the same sort of error message, something about a shroom. So I'm wondering if maybe there's an issue with a certain item that it doesn't like, because I actually had yet another crash between this starting and stopping. The run that you're seeing right now is actually after another crash between when the crash happened and I mentioned it. So I'm wondering if it might have had to do with maybe a certain item. But anyway, I'm just sort of putting that out there in case the developer happens to watch. I'm sure it's not going to be a permanent issue, and when this game is finished, I doubt this will be a problem. Just wanted to mention it right now since I could. But, you know, I'm happy to have this harpoon gun, which is what I did not have on the last run, so that's actually kind of an upgrade for me. My goodness, we're flooded with money. I like that, and there's no chests on this floor, so I guess we're just gonna have to take it down. Oh, I missed the health. Crap. Oh, well. Well, I kind of wanted to go... gems are gone, too. Okay, moving on. Let's go downstairs. Everybody out of the way, please. Sometimes my character feels a little bit cumbersome around some of those gaps. I kind of feel like I'm a little too large to fit in certain places, but... Alright, let's get rid of these worms. Let's go grab whatever's in this crate. Crates are great, and it's more health and a ton of money. Not super surprising, but I'll take it. You know, you can also, just in case you were curious, there's a bit of a strategy where you can kind of just boss rush, just kind of keep going straight down through the ground, regardless of what's happening. And, oh geez, okay, cool, I freed it just in time. You can use that to really just give yourself a huge problem, really, because, like, there's not a lot of good that comes from that, because you're missing out on all of the leveling and power-ups that you're going to get on your way down. And that's kind of the fun of the whole thing, right, is to fight things on your way, and then hopefully be super OP when you finally reach the point where things are scaling towards more difficult. But, you know, it is an option. There's nothing saying you can't do that if you feel like it. So we've got crate on the left, lockbox on the right. I'm going to get rid of this saw blade, because I really hate those. They do a lot of damage, and we've got to level up. And there's a chest hiding behind there with a cluster of iron to add weight to our bullets again. Really wish I knew what that would do to help. Maybe it just makes things do more damage. Really not sure at all. Oh crap, get me out of there. Open that. Ah, regenerating health. That's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Also, some regular old health would be fantastic as well. And if we could just, like, shoot open this lockbox. Ah, yeah, there it is. Run, 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 run. Oh, I'm getting greedy. Oh, that greed is far too big for my britches. Okay, I made it out of that barely. Let's go over here. Barely and greed, right? You know what you're thinking. Okay. Awesome, some health up, and we've still got regenerating health. So maybe we actually might be able to come back from that. Certainly didn't look good a second ago. Watch for spikes. Kind of important not to screw the run on spikes. They are freaking everywhere, though, all of a sudden. And I am very nearly dead. I need some kind of defense up, apparently, because it looks like I am just very squishy. Alright, let's get... I really want to dig through the ground. Oh, wow, this enemy just freaking dropped a power-up. I didn't know they could even do that. Alright, so that's a pretty good incentive, then, for me to want... Oh, the spikes came out of the ground. I didn't even see them. Oh, my god. Get wrecked, noob. What am I doing? I really gotta watch out for those. Or maybe there should be, like, a little, like, tink sound or something like that when you're about to trigger a trap like that. I don't know. There's a lot of options. Look, the fist again. I've literally not had anything but the fist for a very long time. This luck is abysmal. Anyway, that's going to do it for episode 2 on Cavern Kings. Make sure you go and check out the Kickstarter if it is still going, and make sure you go download this and play it yourself, because what's stopping you? This beta version is completely free. You'll have a good time, I pretty much promise. So be sure to come on back. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, and just stay tuned for more in the future. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Talk to you soon.